today. You can go first.
Firstly, I mean, it's been a long time coming now that the fiscal framework has been adopted. Are there any other mechanisms that you will try to challenge it?
We are going to court to argue this fuel levy thing. Remember, we lost the agency. Then now we're going into the merits, the part B of our case. We're still convinced the law was not followed to the letter, and as a result, we're going to emerge victorious in that court. And if we don't emerge in the Western Cape because of the attitude of the bench in the Western Cape, we'll appeal this matter until the Constitutional Court, because we cannot allow the executive to impose itself on the legislature.
The main gripe that we have with this fiscal framework, what is it?
The fuel levy, which is imposed by this fiscal framework, is the one that makes things difficult. We can't reject VAT and successfully reject VAT and come back through a back door and say you're increasing the fuel levy. The price of bread is going to go high, the price of transport, the taxes are going to increase, and it is the poor who are going to be affected by this budget. So that is our biggest issue at the moment with the minister and with the treasury in relation to this fiscal framework.
Mr. Malema, in the absence of an alternative like treasury saying they have to get the money somewhere, if not a fuel levy, if not VAT, what should they do? We
gave them the alternatives. We said there must be a wealth tax, there must be apartheid tax, there must be luxury tax, because the rich can afford to actually pay those taxes. These people have been benefiting a lot from, they benefited a lot from apartheid, and they still continue to benefit under this government. That's why the minority, the parties that represent the minorities, they are, especially white parties, they are saying we must not create a wealth tax, because they know that it is their members and supporters who are the beneficiaries of apartheid, who are holding the wealth of the country, who are controlling the luxury land in South Africa. And that's where a lot of money can be made quickly to finance SARS, and SARS be capacitated to collect as much as they need to collect.
The court's decision last week on the urgency, could that not be a sign of what could happen in Part B of the application?
No, it's not a sign. That's why it is Part A and Part B. And when there is a ruling on Part A, it does not automatically mean that ruling will apply on Part B. We've lost Part A's before, especially on the issue of the agency. The agency is a difficult subject in the court, and we've lost the agencies before, but we've won the merits of many cases that we have emerged victorious as the EFF, and we will continue even on this one. You must go and listen to the speech of the DA person who spoke, the young man who's in the finance, the doctor. He was at pain to accept this budget. It was so painful for him, because this is what they opposed in the previous budget, and now they must come and support. I mean, you were in pain, my brother, trying to explain the DA's position because you don't believe in it. And I know that you are not going to call them flip-floppers. Last budget, they didn't support it. Now they support it. They will not be called flip-floppers. They will be called good governors, even when they change their minds, and the merits have not changed. The issue here is that the poor are going to pay heavily. And that was our issue with VAT. And this is even worse than VAT, because you cannot be able to say, let's separate the poor from the fuel movement. It's not possible. Yes, we are taking to the court, Part B, and will occupy the streets in ensuring that our people are properly represented.
Thank you, sir.